Welcome my dear students to this session. Today we will discuss about book review. It is unit 5 of PC2. So let us see what is book review. So before going to the class, it is very much essential for a teacher to review the book. So it is necessary for the teacher only. So let us see what is book review. So book review means describing, analyzing and evaluating the events of the textbook. As a teacher, you have to describe, you have to analyze and evaluate the event of the textbook. The review conveys that an opinion of the reviewer supported with evidence from the textbook. Here the reviewer involves himself. That means here as a teacher you have to review the book. So what do you mean by review? First you have to read the book intensively, then you have to describe the book, then you have to analyze the book, and at last you have to evaluate the textbook. Then there must be a question in your mind. We are doing the same in also summarizing. So how it is different from summarizing? So see, what is summarizing? Summarizing means giving the brief information on the events of a particular text. That means what is there in the text, you have to explain those texts. You have to describe that text. Okay, but in book review, simultaneously you will describe the text and analyze and evaluate and reflect. That means there is a scope to give your opinion, to give your own opinion, which we cannot expect in summarizing. Okay, so that means summarizing is different and book review is different. So what do you need as a teacher? Which is important for you, book review or summarizing? Basically it is book review. Okay, so in book review you can give your own opinion. You analyze the book and you can evaluate the book, and during this evaluation you will give your own opinion, which is not possible in summarization. Okay, next. So after completion of this unit, what will you learn? You will familiar yourself with the procedure of reviewing a book. That means you will know how to review a book and gain practical experience in doing a book review. Okay. So how will we start a review? So before going to review a book, you have to follow some steps. First, you have to read the book intensively, and that book you choose. You have to read the book intensively. Okay. Next, but before reading, you should look at the title. Whether we are doing that same. When you get a new, just give an example. When you get a new book, what will you do? First we see the title, and from the title we try to guess the content. Here it is also same. You will first look at the title, then try to guess the content from the title. Sometimes the story is, suppose the title of the story is a clever monkey. So we will guess that here there must be a monkey and who is a clever one. Okay, so then you will go to the preface of the introduction. So in the preface of the introduction, here we will get to know that what is the intention of the writer. So what is the intention of the writer here? So you have to, sometimes we do the same. We go to the preface of the introduction. Next, look at the table of content. Of course, we are doing that Same, when we are getting a new book, we just turn up the pages and see at the table of the content. So from the table of the content, we get to know that how the book is organized. So from the title, you guess the content. From the preface or introduction, you will get to know the intention of the writer, and from the table of the content, you get to know that how the book is organized. Okay. So this is next stage is while review stage. As we discussed, there are 3 stages of review. First one is pre-review, then while review, and another is after review. So during while review, what will you do? First, you read the book intensively. Then, of course, you find the general field or plot on which the book is written, and you just give your reflection whether this book is perfect or fit in that field or not. Next, the purpose or review. In pre-review stage, you find the intention of the writer from the preface. Now, while review, you are going to the book intensively and you will find the purpose of the reviewer. Now, this is the time to give your opinion. Okay. So, next, from what point of view the book is written, and do you agree or disagree with the author's point? Next is the content. So, in this content, there are types of book, whether it is descriptive, whether it is narrative or exposition, which we already discussed in writing chapter. So, please go through that and you will understand what is descriptive, what is narrative and exposition. Then, main ideas and how they are developed. We should focus on that, the main ideas of the book and how it is developed. Then we will see authority. Here, first one is author's idea. Are the keywords, terms, concepts are well defined, or is there any problem? Is there consistency of ideas inside, or how will the ideas develop? So sometimes when we go through a movie, we also say that whether the idea is good or not. Sometimes we give some conclusion. So here, the same in this book review, you will find out the keywords, the terms, the concept, whether it is well defined or not, and how it is explained, whether there is consistency or not. How well the ideas are developed, you have to explain, and then you will find the areas covered. Okay, what areas are covered? Whether all the needed areas are covered or not. If not, then whether it is intentionally or whether on purpose or due to oversight or biasness. So, how do the omission affect? So, when we skip some areas sometimes, how it is affected to the student? You have to give your own opinion. Then, author's use. What sources the author has used here? Whether these are the new sources or these sources are coming from the primary one or the secondary one. Just follow the book, you can understand. Then the climax is there. Sometimes we say when after reading a book or after going through a movie, we say this movie is excellent. The book is very nice. So this is the climax. So in the climax, you will see these words. That means whether it is appropriate or not, or do you like it? It may be different from individual to individual. Author's background, its qualification, what are they, etc. What is his or her race, his nationality, his origin, etc. Is he influenced socially, culturally, religiously, politically, etc. How are the author's early formative experiences and what are his academic training? because all these things have effect on this climax. Okay, what effect do these have on this work? Is the book written with this expertise, bias, or both? You have to find out these things. Then we will see the style of writing. Here, what is the author's style? Is it clear or lucid or turgid? That means, is it simple or it is very difficult to understand? Is there many words are used? Whatever. Is it economical or wordy or verbose? That means there is use of more than many words which is needed. Is it economically in using of words or verbs? Whether it is logical or emotional or imaginative, you have to find out. Are all the concepts well defined? What concept or what key areas? We found that whether they are described in a perfect way or not. Next, its suitability also you have to check. Is it suitable to the purpose of the author? Whether in the first stage we also know the purpose of the author. Now it's time to whether the purpose of the author is suitable or not. Is it appropriate to the subject? And then we will discuss about the format of the book. In the format of the book, we already know that the size, the binding, the quality of paper, its pricing, its printing, its understanding. All things have comes under this format of the book. That means whether the size is suitable or not, binding, how it looks, its durability, then quality of the book, then its printing, how is the printing paper, is it appropriate, then understanding, adds to understanding and utilization. That means charts, maps, graphs, statistics, etc. Whether they are in a right context or not, you have to find out. And the last stage is after review stage. That means after wild review, you are going to write the review. So it's the last stage. First you will organize and then you will write. So the beginning it should be impressive with a positive condition, positive word. So then there are three part of writing. First an organization, next the development, and then the conclusion. In the development stage, you will briefly analyze the text. And from the beginning, you should not give any negative comments. So review with an assessment of the strength and weakness of the book. Then you will write the review. During writing the review, you have to include the title, author, place, publisher, publication, date, edition, pages, special feature, price, etc. Hook the reader with your opening sentences. So the opening sentences should be positive sentences. Set the tone of the review. Be familiar with the guideline. So your conclusion should summarize, include a final assessment. Do not introduce new material at this. Okay. So this is all about book review. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can ask me personally. Okay. Thank you.